Imagine a courtroom. The year is 2026. A man is on trial for a serious crime, let's say armed robbery. The prosecution has what looks like the perfect piece of evidence, a high-definition video. In the video, you can clearly see the defendant's face. You can hear his voice threatening the cashier. You can see the gun in his hand. 10 years ago, this trial would have lasted 5 minutes. The jury would watch the video, the judge would nod, and the man would go to prison. Seeing is believing, right? But today, the defense lawyer stands up, adjusts his tie, and says just 3 words to the jury. It's a deepfake. He doesn't have to prove it as a deepfake. He doesn't need a technical expert to show pixel manipulation. He just has to plant a seed of doubt. He reminds the jury that AI video generators can now create hyper-realistic footage in seconds. He asks them, can you be 100% sure this isn't AI? And because the jury cannot be 100% sure, the man walks free. This isn't science fiction. This is happening right now in the United States legal system. We are witnessing a phenomenon that legal experts call the death of evidence. Today, let's understand how AI is not just creating fake lies, but is actually destroying real truth, and why this might lead to the total collapse of the justice system as we know it.
What is the liar's dividend? Let me explain it with simple logic. When society knows that deepfakes exist, when we know that video can be faked, it becomes very easy for a guilty person to deny reality. The dividend is the benefit that liars get from this confusion. In the past, if a politician was caught on video doing something wrong, they had to apologize. They couldn't say, "That's not me," because the video was proof. But now they can simply say, "That video is AI generated. It's a political attack." And here is the scary part. Even if the video is 100% real, the public will doubt it. This skepticism is now entering the courtroom. Defense lawyers are using the existence of AI as a get-out-of-jail-free card. They don't need to prove the evidence is fake. They just need to exploit the possibility that it could be fake. And the most famous example of this strategy involves one of the richest men in the world.
Let's look at the case of Walter Huang v. Tesla. In 2018, Walter Huang, an Apple engineer, died when his Tesla Model X crashed while on autopilot. His family sued Tesla, arguing that the company had oversold the safety of its self-driving software. To prove this, the lawyers wanted to use old videos of Elon Musk. In these videos, recorded years ago, Musk is seen giving interviews where he makes very ambitious claims about autopilot's capabilities, statements that the plaintiffs argued were misleading. It seemed like standard evidence, a public interview, a video of the CEO speaking. But then, Tesla's lawyers did something unprecedented. They argued that these videos should not be admitted as evidence. Their reasoning? They claimed that because Elon Musk is a celebrity, he is often the target of deepfakes. Therefore, they argued, we cannot be certain that the videos of him speaking are actually him. They might be AI generated. Think about the implications of this. Tesla didn't prove the videos were fake. They essentially argued that because deepfakes exist, you can no longer trust a video of a CEO giving a public interview. The judge in this case, Judge Yvette Pennypacker, saw right through it. She called their argument deeply troubling. She said that if she allowed this defense, then any public figure could say whatever they want and then later claim it was a deepfake to avoid responsibility. She ruled against Tesla. But the fact that this argument was made in court by top-tier lawyers shows us where we are heading. This is the deepfake defense. And while it failed in the Tesla case, it is starting to work in criminal cases.
Let's move to criminal law. Following the January 6th Capitol riots, prosecutors had thousands of hours of video footage. It was the most documented crime in history. Yet, in several trials, defendants have started claiming that the footage of them is AI manipulated, or that tools used to enhance the video added things that weren't there. In another high-profile case, the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse, the defense team objected to the prosecution zooming in on a video clip on an iPad. They argued that the pinch-to-zoom feature on an iPad uses artificial intelligence to smooth out the pixels. They claimed this AI interpolation created data that wasn't in the original image, making the zoomed-in version unreliable. The judge actually agreed to consider this and required the prosecution to prove that the iPad zoom function didn't alter the reality of the footage. This is the legal crisis in a nutshell. Under the U.S. Federal Rules of Evidence, specifically Rule 901, the person presenting the evidence must provide evidence sufficient to support a finding that the item is what the proponent claims it is. Usually, a witness saying, "Yes, I recorded this," was enough. But now, if a lawyer asks, "How do we know your phone wasn't hacked? How do we know you didn't use an AI filter?" the standard for authentication goes through the roof. Courts are paralyzed. If every single video clip requires a $50,000 digital forensic analysis to prove it's not a deepfake, the justice system will grind to a halt. Public defenders don't have the budget for that. Prosecutors don't have the time.
This leads us to the most dangerous consequence, the shift in the burden of proof. In the US legal system, the standard for conviction is beyond a reasonable doubt. This is a very high bar. It means that if the jury has any logical reason to doubt the guilt of the accused, they must acquit them. Deepfakes manufacture reasonable doubt on an industrial scale. If a jury knows that AI can frame anyone, then a video of a murder is no longer proof of murder. It is just a video. It might be real, it might be fake. And might is not enough to send someone to prison for life. Legal experts fear we are returning to the Middle Ages of evidence. Before cameras and DNA, courts relied entirely on eyewitness testimony. But we know eyewitnesses are unreliable. They forget things, they lie, they're biased. We moved away from testimony to hard evidence like video because it was objective. Now AI is forcing us back to testimony. We can no longer trust the video. We have to trust the person claiming the video is real. We're moving backwards. And it gets worse. It's not just about criminals going free. It's about the innocent being unable to prove their innocence. Imagine you are accused of a crime you didn't commit. You have a video from a security camera showing you were at a coffee shop across town at the time of the murder. You present this alibi to the police. The police look at it and say, "Sorry, we can't verify this isn't the deepfake." Anyone can make a video of themselves at a coffee shop now. Your alibi is gone. The tool that was supposed to save you, objective video evidence, is now worthless because nobody trusts it. You might be asking, but wait, can't we just use software to detect deepfakes? This is the logical next question. If AI creates the problem, can't AI solve it? The answer, unfortunately, is no. At least, not reliably. Deepfake detection is a cat and mouse game. Every time researchers build a tool to detect fakes, like looking for irregular blinking or pulse rates in the video, the AI generators get an update to fix those errors. Currently, the best detection tools have an accuracy rate of maybe 80% or 90%. In a science lab, 90% is great. In a courtroom, 90% is a disaster. You cannot put someone in the electric chair based on a tool that is wrong 10% of the time. Furthermore, these detection tools are black boxes. They give a score, say 95% probability of fake, but they can't explain why to a human jury. A judge cannot accept a machine saying guilty without understanding the logic. That violates the defendant's right to face their accuser. So we are in a period where the technology to fake reality is far more advanced than the technology to verify reality. So what is the solution? Some experts suggest watermarking, embedding a digital code in every camera sensor, like in your iPhone or Sony camera, that signs the video the moment it is recorded. This is called the C2PA standard. It would create a chain of custody from the lens to the courtroom, but this will take years to implement. Billions of old cameras are still in use, and criminals certainly won't use cameras with digital watermarks. For now, the US courts are facing a chaotic transition. We are entering an era where truth is no longer something you can see with your own eyes. Truth is becoming a luxury item, something that requires expensive experts and complex analysis to prove. The death of evidence doesn't mean we will stop having trials. It means the foundation of those trials is cracking. The scary lesson here is that misinformation doesn't just fool us into believing lies. Its ultimate victory is making us too cynical to believe the truth. When everything could be fake, nothing is real. And a justice system that cannot agree on what is real cannot deliver justice. What do you think? If you were on a jury today, would you trust a video evidence knowing what AI can do?